of a $200 bill, and that was good insurance apparently. Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. It's just it's so sad when I hear that you guys refuse to go to the doctor because you're put in that situation, and people die because of it. And I just don't understand that myself. And understand at what point does money become more important than a human being in their life? And that's the thing, you know, $200 for a doctor's visit. See, for me, most doctors, you got to pay for a doctor's visit. It's one thing that's not free. If you go to the hospital, it's free. Ambulance used to be free. They gave you a bill, but it was classed as a donation, so you didn't have to pay it. Those things have sort of changed now, but I mean, it's like $40, $40, $50 for an ambulance or something like that. I know with you guys, it's like hundreds of dollars or something. I'm guessing, that's what I've heard. I don't think I was going to run out of fuel that quick. But most doctors' visits are about $40, $50 now, and we complain about that. For me, it's a lot cheaper because the place I go to is subsidised. It gets government subsidy, so it's $18 for me. But then my prescriptions are free because of the chemist I go to, which is also rare because normally all prescriptions, generally 90% of the prescriptions you get are government subsidised, and you only pay $5 for those prescriptions. But for some reason the chemists that I go to, they're free. It was up. Tell me that wasn't up. That was up. I saw it, and I saw it come down, and I had that flashback at that time, if you remember, Coasty. Coasty. Did I say Coasty? Getting Am I getting tired? I'm not. I'm so. It's 3 weeks off and Causey. Mixing you guys up, well, bringing you guys together. How's that? Hey? Peace negotiator, bringing people together, bringing Toasty and Causey together and calling them Coasty. If you remember Causey, that happened once before. I saw that come down. I thought, oh, that might happen again. That barrier was up, and it still hit it. Explain that one to me. That time, it was definitely up. The other time, not so sure. So, yeah, what the heck happened? Apparently, I hit the barrier even though it was up, Toasty. I think there's a clip where it's happened before. And I've actually gone through barriers that are not fully, almost all the way up, and hadn't had a problem. But there was a clip where that happened. Well, I thought, I'm going to make it, and then I saw the barrier start coming down, so I hit the brakes and it went up, and I thought I was okay. And somehow I ended up hitting that barrier, but I wasn't absolutely sure if it was all the way up or not. So the benefit of the doubt, but I'm still adamant that it was up far enough for me not to hit it. So there was an element of doubt there, where it could have been, okay, but that one definitely was up. Definitely was up. And of all the things, after just repairing this truck, all the things that we were expecting, and we were expecting for me to hit something pretty quickly, that wasn't what I was expecting to do damage to the truck with. That was not on my mind. And it damaged the cargo. Are you kidding me? That damages the cargo. We've tipped the truck over in the stream. That didn't damage the cargo. I had a barrier that wasn't in the way. That damages the cargo. What's going on? I've just had a character, yeah. I've just improved on the aerodynamic design of the cab and the trailer and my cargo. The cargo will now be easier to get off the trailer because it's lighter. 1% of it's missing. I've forgotten about buying a truck. Forgot we were so close. I need to alt tab out quickly anyway. I need to check something, which I've got a funny feeling. No, that's fine. Okay, sure. I don't know why I was doing that then. Never mind. Anyway, that's that sorted. Let's buy the truck. Put it in our new garage. Do you have one click? No, we don't. Alright, we're buying it from good old Germany again. Buy online. And purchase that in our new location. And someone to go in the side of it and take it from one spot to another. And that'll be you. Welcome aboard. You're the only one there, so you might be a bit lonely, which would be a concern if you weren't out and about driving around making me money, which will take your mind off it. Carry on. Oh, I've forgotten about the fuel. I just saw your comment. Because of that accident, it's totally made me forget about the fuel. Son of a gun. I'm not. Why am I not in gear? Oh, there'll be a station. How much further have we got? Have we got that? No, wrong button there, Jojo. Yeah, try that button. Nope. There we go. We got 46 litres left. That should get us 140 odd Ks. There's bound to be a service station in between 0 and 134 Ks. Then again, it is me, and this game doesn't like me. That and I'll forget. But I hope there is a... I mean, I've only run out of gas once, wasn't it? I haven't run out of gas in ETS as of yet. Let me in. We did run out in AT... Yes, great. Well, it hasn't taken me long to get back to normal. Get into reverse. Don't come back too far. I don't want to hit the car behind me. Everything's back to normal. 3 weeks off. It's taken me, what, 2 hours and 34 minutes to get it back to normal. Back into swing of things. So maybe the physics mod is working. At least I'm not the only one. Nothing like that feeling of familiarity. Anyway, what was I saying? Some form of words, I imagine. What was I saying? 141. I was thinking, I wonder with that 141 kilometers. Actually, probably the best idea is keep an eye on it, wouldn't it? So I have a rough idea. Oh, now it's jumped down to 57 k's. How has it jumped down to 57 k's? Right, so we ran out of... yeah, I do now. Ran out of fuel in ATS. We haven't run out of fuel in ETS. That was the second time it tipped over. Oh, look at that. 700 metres. I've now tipped the truck over twice in ETS, which I haven't done in ATS. Mind you, be fair, that last one, that last one was dodgy. There's no way that I should have tipped the truck over. Hopefully it's this way. I can't see the icon over there. Love how I looked, turned my head to look. The screen's right in front of me. There's no reason for me to look over in that direction. It's going to be expensive. At least I know how many litres it holds. So about 700 litres. Look at that, 1,200 euros to fill my truck up. That is unreal. I'm pretty sure here where I live, diesel is under $1 a litre. But don't take my word for that. I remember when it used to be 40 cents a litre diesel. Concentrate on what you're doing there, son. Oh, you're making me hungry. I wouldn't know. I live in New Zealand. We do have here. But they're not a huge thing. Because we've got our normal pies, which is like mince pies, mince and cheese pies, steak and cheese pies, chicken pies, all the things you can buy from a bakery, which we have for lunch, breakfast and dinners, because we're huge on it. That's all good, mate. That's a good. They're the same over there. They have their pies as well. We're pie mad. Australia as well, but their pies aren't as nice as ours. But meat pies are a huge thing here. The tomato sauce. The biggest ones are steak and cheese and mince and cheese. But you get all sorts of pies. Like I said, chicken pies, you get pork pie, steak and kidney pie, potato top pie, which if you know what a cottage pie is, it's pretty much a miniature cottage pie. You also get butter chicken pies, you'll get chicken and cranberry pies. Dave. Hey mate, thank you for the 19 months subscription. How are you, sir? Yes, he just lives. Well, I'm here to find live. Surely shepherd's pie is a thing down there. Here, yeah, shepherd's pie and cottage pie. Yes, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm really, really good, Dave. Been looking forward to get back to this. Despite what's happened so far to me poor truck. I think we'll take a moment's silence for the disaster that's befallen onto my poor truck, and we shall move on. Yeah, shepherd. Yeah, I mean we'll have those for dinners. Don't think I've heard of a cottage pie in the US. Surely I can get some. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they do make. If I got my hazard lights on, no big beacons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have cottage pie in the US. I've seen it on not Hell's Kitchen, the other one he did, where he goes around to different restaurants. So basically, but if you don't know, cottage pie and shepherd's pie are basically the same thing. Pretty much. The only difference is the type of ground. I think you guys call it ground beef. We call it mince. It's a different type of meat you use than mince or ground beef you use. Now, if you use beef in the pie, it's called a cottage pie. If you use minced lamb in the pie, then it's a shepherd's pie. That's the only difference. Otherwise, the rest of it's the same. In gravy with potato on top. Now here we have our pies here about yay big. Oh, can't get it, but say about that big, right? Our savoury pies. So they're like a lunch thing, and they're not a huge dinner thing. You can get them for dinners. You can get big ones, but generally that's the huge thing down here. And we have one that's pretty much the same, but it's made with beef. Minced beef, but instead of being called a cottage pie, it's called a potato top pie. So you have it in a pie crust, which shepherd's pie isn't. Shepherd's pie and cottage pie you don't actually have a crust for. It's just made in the dish with the mince at the bottom and potato on top. But with this one, it's in a pie crust, and you got the mince, and then you got potato and the cheese on top, melted cheese. But I mean, it's a huge culture here. To the point, like I say, they invent new pies, like chicken and cranberry, butter chicken, all sorts. Chicken and vegetable pie. Because you haven't had a proper one from New Zealand. We make the best, mate. Peppered steak pies. I'm making myself even more hungry. See, as a staple as a kid, when you bought your lunch, when you were given money to go to the tuck shop at school to buy your lunch, the staple was always a pie or a sausage roll or a pie and a donut. And for those who don't know, and in America, when we're talking donut, we're not talking about the round donuts which we do have, and we call them donuts here too. These are donuts are like in a bun with, which is made with the same donut dough they're made, but they're covered with icing sugar, and they got cream in the middle, whipped cream in the middle, and a dollop of raspberry jam on top. Sausage rolls are good, man. Even when I do get the opportunity to go to the bakery, I always get myself a potato top pie, a sausage roll, a long sausage roll. You can get short ones, you can get long ones, and a donut. You get different types donut as well. The main one's got the icing sugar on, then you can have like different type of caster sugar in it, then you got passion fruit ones, and you got different type ones. I love them. I love them all of them. Then there's also apple turnovers and apple donut as well, with the apple and stewed apple and cream. It's just the cream that's in it, clears and all that. Lamingtons are awesome with cream in it. As long as it's got cream, gotta have whipped cream, fresh whipped cream too. Not stuff from a can. It's all fresh whipped cream. If you want the canned stuff, you go to the supermarket and buy it there. Then you get what they call mock cream. Well, we call mock cream. I don't know if you call it the same thing. But if you go to a bakery and you buy all those stuff, anything that has cream in it, it's always fresh whipped cream. We need to find somewhere to park. I thought it was actually later than 9 o'clock at night, but it's only 8 o'clock. How much further have we got to go, by the way? 5 hours and 30 minutes. How much money we got? Almost enough for another truck. Yeah, well, definitely enough time to sleep. Pretty sure. 15 hours we'll be sleeping. Oh. Hang on, how long do we sleep? 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right? That's 9 hours. We'll be cutting it close, but we should have enough time to sleep. Otherwise, you would just have to enjoy me driving a little bit quicker with the physics, which I'm sure you won't be against. Still got to find a place to park up. Unless you want me to drive through the night. I just thought you'd prefer that I drive during the day so you can see stuff. But if you want me to drive during the night, I'll drive during the night. Let me know and chat. Make a quick note before I find a place to park. What's another creative go? Yeah. Well, you know me, I don't want to waste the amount of time you put into sharpening your scissors up for your clips there, Causey. Speaking of all this food, by the way, Dave, we've got a new KFC burger limited edition coming out, the Kentucky burger. The Kentucky Zinger burger or something. Looks delicious. Bloody expensive. Like I said, everything's expensive here now at the moment. Oh, and they've brought out a new con. Our takeaways, pizza places and stuff like that have brought out this unbelievable con. Right, KFC deliver now for us here, which is good, sort of. Right, and we've got pizza. I mean, normally I'd prefer to go to KFC if I get the chance and go in and order a chicken burger, what you guys call sandwich. Chicken sandwich, you know, it's in burger buns. If it's in a burger bun, it's a burger. And the end of story. Then get, you know, get the meal thing where I get the potato and gravy and a drink and chips, French fries, and chicken leg or a piece of chicken or whatever it is. Anyway, pizza I normally get delivered, but that's all gone out because not only is everything sort of more expensive now, what they used to do, especially with pizzas, if you wanted pizza delivered, you had to spend $20. Then you can get your pizza delivered. And then they sort of changed it to 15, some of them, because of competition. One like Pizza Hut brought in that, so Domino's decided to do it as well, which is all good. Now what they're doing, the cheeky beggars, is, and this is how ridiculous, this is really ridiculous. Isn't that what they're doing? Is they charge you 7% of the total of your order to deliver it. I don't know when this has started, but it's robbery. Because you think about it, if you spend $20, all right, then you pay 7% added on top of that for the delivery. You get an order that's $40, you're paying twice as much for the delivery because it's 7% of $40 to get it delivered. It's a con. We don't have tipping here. Doesn't replace anything. It just replaced the old thing of where you spend $20 or $15, you get the delivery. And all of them, everything that delivers now doing that. But yeah. So basically, if you spend $20 one week to get the food delivered, and then get 7%, they're driving that distance to here, and you paid 7% of your delivery for that to be delivered to you. Next week you buy something that's $40. They're driving the same distance, which they were quite happy to do at 7% at that cost of $20, but then charging you twice as much because you're spending $40 for food to get you here, even though it's not really costing them any extra. No, we don't do any tipping here. Toasty, there's even though a lot of people from America come over and tips because you're used to it, but no, we don't do tipping here. The reason we don't do tipping here, I'll put it this way, our minimum wage is $23. So as you can imagine, because of that, there's no need for a tip. Not really, because it's expensive to live here, but there's a lot of help too. I mean, if you can't make ends meet as a family and stuff like that, you get payments from government, weekly payments. Certain threshold where the government will top up to help you out. I think it's the tipping thing for me is weird because I know there's a lot of people that rely on it. So to survive during the week in the US, you know, I know some other countries have tipping and stuff like that. But you rely, and it comes down to providing good service and all that. But I mean, it's weird to me because if you're doing a job, it's in your interest to do a good job because you want the company to succeed. Because if the company's succeeding, then you get paid. If the company succeeds really well and makes enough money, and you're part of that, then you've got the ability to ask for a pay rise, and the company can afford a pay rise. And the fact that you go home knowing that you put the best effort you put in during a working day. If you're going to go to work, you might as well do the best you can do. you know, because you're there anyway, and have some self-pride. Maybe it's just me. So when you go into a restaurant or anything here, you always generally get really good service because A, we expect it, B, because as a worker, you know that's part of your job to give a great service anyway. It's part and parcel of it. You don't get paid extra for it. You get bonuses and stuff like that. New Zealand's list of movies, yeah. Other countries are available, but yeah, more the merrier over here. We got plenty of room. Just sitting 35, yeah, and getting worse. But the thing is when it comes down to it, we got a minimum wage. You get paid hourly. So at the end of the week, you know exactly how much money you're getting. So you can budget around, you know. And we get paid weekly. Majority of us, it's sort of slowly moving over. You get fortnight or monthly payments, but we prefer generally to get paid weekly because you pay your rent weekly. A lot of the bills are paid weekly, except for utility and all that, which is over a month. But if you know how much exactly you're going to get over a week, then you can budget for it. Can I sneak in? I forgot about the sleep. Mind you, I might as well just keep going. We've got 2 hours and 22 minutes. I would just keep going. That's only, what, 6 minutes? That's what I mean. Maybe it's just me. I couldn't live with that tipping and not knowing. That adds a lot of stress on that you don't need in your life. Knowing whether or not you can afford this week because you're relying on whether or not you're going to get tips. Which I can imagine would make me quite stressful going to work. And if you won't be happy at work, you know? That would affect your performance, and then you won't give great service, and then you won't get good tips. You know what I mean? I also heard that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos and stuff of people talking about America and things like that, and I've heard that it's pretty much expected of you guys to work long hours for stuff all. We're here now. See here, I mean, you do overtime, there's a certain amount of time you will get double time, you will need extra breaks. You know? You get 5 days, I think it's 5 days a year. Sick leave. And you only have to provide a medical certificate or a doctor's note if you're having, I think if you have 2 days or 3 days off in a row sick. But if you just have one day off, you don't, and you get paid for that day. Five days, you get paid for that day, your normal wage. You get 2 weeks off a year, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3. I'm trying to remember now. 2 weeks holiday, but you got to take. You used to be able to not take them and build it up, and when you left your work, they would pay you out all the holidays. So if you work for, say you worked for 10 years and never took a holiday, when you left that job, they'd have to pay you for 10.
Exit right.
year's worth of holidays, 2 weeks. Which is, it's your normal weekly wage you pay. So when you go on holiday here, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but here, if you go on holiday for 2 weeks, on vacation for 2 weeks, they got to pay you what you normally get paid over those 2 weeks, or 6% of your yearly earnings, whichever one is higher, not lower, higher. So if it turns out, because you've done a lot of overtime in one certain year, that your yearly earnings, 6% of that was higher than what you normally make in a week, then you get paid that. Trying to drive and read and catch up on everything. You have to get ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's different with each job, different with the, you know, I mean, it's such a huge country and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's set up to be able to have the opportunity to make a lot of money, and you got the people and everything there to make a lot of money, but it comes at a cost to other people. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's not something I'm used to, and so I'm just looking for a view from an outsider that lives a certain way, and no doubt there'll be people from other countries that come along and see our certain way and go, no, hang on, I see all this wrong with this, from my point of view. It comes down to how many people agree and disagree whether it's right or wrong, isn't it, I suppose, whether you can improve or not. I just see a lot of Americans on YouTube complain about the expectations of workers and stuff like that, that's all. I mean, it would be nice if everything was as cheap here as it is because in America, but we just don't have the population for that, and we're just too far away from everything for that to happen. And I think also in this country that people are used to a certain lifestyle that costs, every year gets more expensive to maintain, and therefore the best way to do that is ask for more pay or up your products so you get more profit, so you're able to maintain that type of lifestyle.
Exit now.
But there's people worse off. It could always be better, but it could always be worse. I'm doing 4:30. Oh, this is working out really well. Time-wise and everything. It's been great getting back into this. It's been smooth for the most part. We've had the occasional ups and downs, literally. Literally the truck was up and then all of a sudden it was down on its side. But we ploughed our way through it. Occasionally a car was what we ploughed through. I still can't believe that barrier was the cause of the cargo being damaged. Sorry I didn't get to the mute button then. And obviously I can't believe it because I can't believe how a barrier that was all the way up we managed to hit. Can anyone explain that to me?
Get ready to turn right.
I won't be able to sleep tonight until I can figure that out. I'll be in bed. To and fro. How did I hit the blooming barrier? How is it possible? What gear? 10th gear. 10th gear. Slowly, slowly, slowly.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Alright, we'll drop this off. Go and have a sleep.
Turn left.
What we'll do something else before we have a sleep, actually. We'll do something on the way to having a sleep, and that's going to our new garage and sleep there.
Get ready to turn right.
Turn right. Certainly knew that was coming, didn't you? Hold up there, Scoop.
This is where it ends.
Seriously, I've got to get this through there? We'll find out how well. Actually, what we'll find out is the barrier. Oh, there we go. I was just starting to think the barrier's not going to go up, is it? How well I line that up to get through. Here we are, boys. Just in time for you to unload it in the rain. Unload it in the rain. What did I say? Unlayer it? You can unlayer it if you want. Just take it top by top. Mind you, it's probably smashed into pieces anyway. Alright, mate. Thanks. It's good to see you again, Toasty. Have a good one, eh? Be back later. No, I'm pretty much finishing up now. Actually, see how long since I played this game? I was about to take that trailer off. No, I've got to wait for it to go ding. There we go. But I shall be back tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Hopefully, nothing else but goes wrong. More things pop up. Right, first things first. Let's travel to our garage, which will be you. Travel away for 2,000. I didn't actually see it. I realised that I clicked it too soon and forgot to check what the amount was. How much was it? Because it was 100,000 originally and we had 1% damage on it. Right, so we lost 6. Hang on, 1% of 100,000. Oh yeah, that is a good 6 grand. 1% is 10 grand, isn't it? No, that's 10%. 1,000. Hang on, I'll be ripped off. Isn't $1,000 1% of 100,000? So how do I lose 6,000? That's 6%. What's going on? I think I need to get a better accountant. Or a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Accountant that's a lot cleaner. Less dirty. Because, One that doesn't turn up in a new car every day and my bank balance has questions. That type of accountant. All right, 400,000. You know what we can do here now? Holy heck. No way. No way. You know what we can do right now? Let's do this. What we can do is this. Give us a scan here. Buy online. Our superior finally considerate of our workers' vehicle truck. In other words, the cheap one. Keep costs down. That's a way to make money. Make profit and keep costs down. And keep costs down by giving my workers the worst truck possible. Just keep that between us. Don't let them know. You wouldn't mind? Right, 2 trucks. I thought I had enough to upgrade the garage as well. That's what I got excited about. I thought I can get 2 trucks and upgrade the garage. Actually, I didn't think about the cost of hiring if I... Hang on! Okay. Well, they're not exactly 150,000, are they? That'll be it. That I didn't consider, along with the cost of actually hiring people I didn't consider, so... The face of disappointment. Right. There you go. And there you go. There's Ellie. We just need Joel and we'll be all fine. Fantastic. Well, I was going to say next week, but it's not next week, is it? It's 2 weeks' time. Well, I get ready to write all the info down. E-T-S. What have we got? 96,908 euros. We now have 14. Well, we have 13 garages. Oh, I might as well just say 14. Instead of writing the old way of, if it's a small garage, 13 with one small garage. It's a garage. We'll just make it so 68 trucks. Right, so in a couple of weeks when we come back, just remind people, next week we'll be doing convy mode, which, hang on, while I'm chatting away to you, because I'll forget as soon as I do it, I will actually put a announcement. Let me just copy and paste my last announcement for the convy mode. Let me copy and paste it. Discord, come on, don't be like that. Be helpful. And I'll copy, paste, and next thing. Yep, that's all good. That's done. That's out of my hair now. Don't have to worry about that. It's out of my hair, like my hair is out of my hair. Mind you, it is growing back rather quickly. I'll need the old. Where was I? Getting ready to do things. This is annoying. I really got to sort this out. This new. It's one of those things. What do they do? Why do they update programs to make it better for you, and you get it, and you go, "Hang on, that was worse than I had it. It was much better before the update." Why is there so many like that? I don't know. Right, yeah, so next week we got the convy mode for ETS and obviously ATS. Once again, anyone can join. Just DM me. I've put an announcement in Discord. Just DM me in Discord. check my schedule page out so you know what time it is and whether you can make it. And like I said, you don't have to be there at the beginning. You don't have to be there all the time. You can either choose ETS, ATS, or be there for both. Totally up to you. Just if you want to come along, you're more than welcome to come along. Just DM me so I can give you the details and links for the mods you'll need. Link for the mods you'll need, because the rest, most of them are from Stream Workshop, which is fine. You can get that straight off the game when you join up. It'll download it for you. The other mods I do use only come from one site, so that's fantastic, and I'll let you know which ones they are when you DM me. But I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. I think it's going. No, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing ATS and find out who's the winner this week, who's got their nose in front, and see how we get on with the old physics mod on ATS. It didn't seem to affect, really didn't seem to affect ETS today, that mod, after taking. So I'm wondering if it definitely only is supposed to work with the heavy winter mod. I'll look it up and have a look. But yeah. Anyway, and then that's tomorrow, Friday for me, by the way. It's Thursday for me at the moment, almost 5 o'clock in the evening on Thursday. So tomorrow, Friday for me, will be ATS, and then Saturday and Sunday we got my summer car. Get back into it. Can't remember what I was doing. I think towards the end of the last one we got a phone call from the mechanic and our car's ready, so we're going to have to figure out how to go pick that up and figure out the rest there and see how long it takes before I die. And we'll be able to ride around in the car and organise getting that sort of upgraded and whatnot and everything else. So come along on Saturday and Sunday if you want to see a bit of that, and especially, you know, me dying with me bladder bursting or something ridiculous as that game is well known for doing. Alright guys, a big thank you to Causey, Toasty, Mike, Dave, especially Dave for the was it 19-month subscription, dude? You should skip a month because I've been off. You're paying, you could call it sick leave if you want, but I feel bad that you're paying me. Paying a subscription for when I was off for most of the month. Mr. Reliable, if you don't understand what that is, go watch the beginning of the stream. That'll give you an indication why I said that. Still gives me a laugh. Yeah, so big thank you to you guys. Keep me company in chat. Oh, who else was there? There was someone new as well. It was a really long name, something to do with Halo and something else. You know who you are if you're still here. I don't think if I scroll back it'll still actually have you here, because it goes to a certain point and then goes, I can't be bothered remembering the rest. Usually. Keep going. There's a lot of comments. Jesus, there's a lot of comments. Keep going, keep scrolling. It's just so I can get your name. Don't want to leave anyone else. I mean, like I said, you know. Oh, hang on, it'll be right there. There we go. Mad Aim Live. There was another guy with a halo, wasn't there? Sure, there was another guy, something with the last name Halo. Really long name. That's good, because I've got about Mad Aim Live there as well. Don't take that personally if you're still here. I've got a memory like a sieve. In fact, sieve is probably better than my memory. It'll still hold at least something. Not everything gets through a sieve. No, I can't see it. Anyway, thank you for keeping me company and chatting away. A big thank you to everyone who's come along anyway, whether you've been and gone still here watching this after the fact, either on the Twitch VOD or my YouTube channels, which I've renamed to Jimmy JJ Live VODs, just to let you know it's my VOD channel. So I normally put these streams, I cut them up into 45-minute episodes and put them up there about 2 or 3 days later. So if you want, you can either rewatch a VOD on Twitch, or you can head over to the YouTube channel and watch it there if you feel like it. There's a link for that in my About page. You can type in ! YouTube in the chat. Causey's already done it. If it's there, that's another way you could do. Just click on that and that'll give you a link. And I put them in a 45-minute episodes just so if you've only got a certain amount of time to watch a VOD, you might find it easy watching 45 minutes and then coming back later and then watching the rest. I don't know why I'm doing that now, just felt like it, taking my wheel apart. And yeah, otherwise you can watch the VOD, but sometimes Twitch VODs forget where you're up to, and it's a pain to try and find out where you're up to. So the options here for you. The other thing too is previous streams are no longer available on Twitch VOD are there. So they're going all the way back, including how this competition started and everything else like that. So I pay for 6 months at a time, and I can't skip. I'll pay for 5 months next time, Dave. Pay for 5 months. So yeah. Anyway, big thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I'll see you in the next stream. If I don't, I'll see you when I do. Till then, take it easy, look after yourselves, have a good one, and we will see you later. Bye, guys.